I just always seem to get cast as racist. Don't know why. Probably because I have a high-ranking Confederate general in my family. Something to be proud of. Hey, welcome back to our stupid reactions. I'm Corbin.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Yes.
A high-ranking Confederate general in your family.
In my family. My family's from South Carolina. So
yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not proud. That's the culture I'm supposed to be proud of.
He says that now, but you haven't seen the Confederate flag tattoo on his abdomen.
Damn. Today we got a new song from the film Cirkus with Ranveer, obviously, and this has Pooja and Jacqueline and Rohit. He's the singer.
Speaking of Cirkus, have you gotten any, and I mean trustworthy comments from folks who don't particularly like some of the tropes and the stereotypes that are depicted?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like,
is there any?
I don't know.
It's hard. We're so ignorant, but I do have on my Patreon. I had a couple of people from the South say, "Here's why." And I asked. I said, "Is it because it falls outside the parameters of his kind of film?" And they said, it's just, and they sent me a link to something that I haven't watched yet. They said, it's just that it has some things that perpetuate stereotypes. And I didn't know if this was as a whole or just a few people.
Yeah, we've gotten that a few times. Anytime Bollywood depicts South, like, and so they always, like, you're just feeding. It happened with Padosan. People thought that one of the characters was a South Indian, and he was like that. People were very upset and said that's fed into South Indian stereotypes for years.
Right.
Lungi dance.
I guess in the same way we would know, most people outside of America, they might see a movie that depicts people from Alabama a certain way, and we would know whether or not that was a legitimate portrayal or total stereotyping. Yeah. We don't know enough about India yet to know that. So
not at all.
Anyway.
But this is a new song. It's called Sun Zara.
From the film.
From the film.
Yep.
And funny fact, I look, it's still a week and a half, maybe a little, no, it's a week, right? Away from coming out.
Yeah, what's the release date? 26?
It's next Friday.
So so 23rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they actually have some showings, but it's like one showing per, and it's still early. Our showings don't normally show up till about 3 days before the film comes out.
Have you've seen they have screens?
They have screens.
Okay, great.
But one show, including like the next day, one show. It's because of Avatar.
It's because of Avatar. Also, which I saw last night.
Good.
No spoilers, and real quick for Avatar. Visually, astonishing.
Yeah.
A+++++++. You've never seen detail or breadth and scope of possibilities like this for the totality of the 3 hours and 14 minutes. It's never-ending, gobsmacking, jaw-dropping astonishment. It will win every Oscar for technicalities, and it deserves it. Story?
That's the same with the first one.
D.
It's the same with the first one.
So it averages out to a B. It's worth going to see just to marvel at everything, but the story has so many holes that it was flabbergasting. Yeah. So I don't like the story at all. I think it's dumb. But the movie itself is incredible.
That's how I felt about the first one.
This is even worse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
that's my take on it.
Here we go.
And once you've seen it, we can talk about why it has
I still haven't seen Top Gun.
So many illogical, ridiculous things in it. Here we go with the colors. You gotta love the art direction and production design on this thing.
You think they built this?
Absolutely. Look at the colors, man.
They turned vibrance up 100.
They did. It's hyper realized, but it's gorgeous. Nice. That was cool.
Is that Shreya?
It really sounds like her. So probably. God bless all of those people in the background.
This film might just be fun to look at.
Exactly. God bless all the background people. the unsung heroes are the background people and all the technical. In fact, this very well could be just what I was saying Avatar is, where sometimes you get movies where the story is lacking, the performances might be lacking, and that's typically what people are looking for, and they should. And then you get technical phenomenalism that is worth watching just for the technical aspect.
Which is crazy because that's not normally what I've come to know Rohit Shetty is. He's more action and
right.
I mean, he's known for family fun and over the top, right?
And there may be in this. We have yet to see.
I think this was supposed to be comedy, and so like I said, we're the last people to know what a Rohit Shetty film is, right? We don't know,
right,
at all. So there's some people I know. I asked on Twitter. I was like, okay. So for Rohit Shetty fans, I know obviously he's not for everybody. There's people that will never like his films. I'm not asking your opinion because you'll probably never like his films anyway.
Right.
But are you excited? They're like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking for a family-friendly, fun film.
Yeah.
And so if he can deliver that, I mean, I once again know nothing about the man, but I've seen snippets of what he says. He says, I think people are going to enjoy this film. I made it fun, and so. Once again, could mean nothing. Every director says stuff to about their
promote
films.
their films.
It might mean absolutely zero. But if it could be a fun to look at,
right,
enjoyable song,
right.
I don't know. It could also suck.
It could suck. Yeah.
Who knows?
You could get into this a few minutes in, and after 25 minutes, say to yourself, "Okay, I've had enough of the visuals. I can't watch this anymore." You never know until you actually see it.
Yeah.
But right now, based on what we've seen,
visuals are beautiful, man.
This was gorgeous. I really liked the song. I really loved that. But the two times I freaked out about that musical interlude was just really nice. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And
it is Shreya Ghoshal.
Yeah, it is Shreya. Not a surprise. And I marveling at, and I'm so excited for what looks like this really hyper stylized and coordinated effort between art direction and production design, cinematography, lighting, post-production, and costuming. Everybody was all on the same page, which is a testament to his directing and leading the charge on making this thing have a very particular look. At the same level, it's a very different look. But you just look at a couple of frames of film, you know it's a Tim Burton film. You look at a couple of frames of film, you know it's a Quentin Tarantino film. You look at a couple of frames of film, you know it's a Spielberg film, because there is this uniformed... Harrison Ford was talking about the time they got to the third Indiana Jones, they were like a well-oiled machine. Just everybody knew what they were. And with the Rohit Shetty, I promise he's a well-oiled machine.
Yeah. And isn't he coming out with a series? Like, didn't we with the guy Shamshara, the lead from Shamshar, and it's an action series.
Of Rohit.
Remember?
Yeah.
Because people were commenting
Yes.
like this is going to be fun. Because I think he's known for big over the top action.
Right.
That's how I know Rohit Shetty.
Right. Me too.
People saying obviously Ranveer's Simba and other stuff.
But I do remember that's ringing a bell that you say that.
But I mean, I'm intrigued. Maybe it's just naivety and love for Ranveer. But it's not really like, I mean, the fact that he's in it is fun. But it's not really him that's drawing me into these songs or anything.
Truly.
It's the visuals.
No, you could have been anybody in there.
Yeah, it's really the visuals right here.
Yep.
I mean, the fact that he's in it is a plus because obviously you guys know that we love Ranveer.
Yeah, but this is not like the opening musical number in Ram Leela. That's all about Ranveer.
I know we always get accused of loving everything Ranveer's done, but go look at our 83 review and tell us we love everything Ranveer does.
Thank you.
Because even though we love the and we love Ranveer. We actually think he's one of the better actors in all of India.
Yeah.
And he's fun, and he's just a fun actor and an entertainer. But if we hate something he's in, we're going to tell you that we don't like it. Like it's just, and I'm sure he would do it as well for I mean,
why wouldn't you?
He's not a reviewer, but I'm sure you would tell.
You won't do it while the film's out because you got to promote it, but you'll get the honest answers when the film's done.
Oh yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
when they can really talk.
But he seems to really love Rohit Shetty and like his style because he's worked with Rohit Shetty multiple times now.
Yeah.
And I think he likes that, even though he's done amazing performances in Padmavat, Baji Rao, and Gully Boy, and a bunch of these other things that he's really grounded.
Yeah.
He also likes these more kind of quirky roles, I feel.
I agree. I think he's such a fun person. Mm-hmm. I think
he doesn't want to be too serious.
Yeah, I think he thrives. It wouldn't surprise me if we got the chance to talk to you. One of the things I'd ask is
never
how much of a impact, because we know it had a huge impact on him when he had to play his role for Padmavat. Did that give him some pause in terms of diving into roles like that because of how immersive and how detrimental that was to him?
Maybe.
A lot of actors do take on roles and then back away from those kinds of roles for long times because of how much it took out of them. Mm-hmm. And I just, he's such a fun person. Why wouldn't he want to do fun films?
Yeah.
It just seems to make sense with him.
Yeah. I mean, he does, Jayishte Jodar is one of our, I think, most fun films of the year. We really enjoyed that one a lot.
Shame it wasn't as appreciated.
Yeah. But you guys can let us know what you think of this song. Are you excited for the film? Are you going to go see it? You're not going to go see it? Are you going to wait? Are you going to see Avatar again? Because I think it's making like almost $500 million in the opening week.
And I hope for the people who feel like I do about the story on Avatar, this is one of those things that the entire creative team and James Cameron's vision deserves the love and attention. So Avatar is worth seeing. It's just be prepared for a story that's and moments throughout where you just shake. There were several moments where I shook my head. I was like, oh, good grief.
Anyway,
are you kidding me?
Well, let us know what you think about this song and if you're excited for the film down below.